There are 9 forms of intelligences, and every one of us has the dominance of these intelligences, meaning that we all have at least one thing that we are good at. It's like a grain that is inside of you, and all you need to do is to move so that you can find it. Parents often tell their children you've got to be this, you've got to be that, you've got to be a lawyer, be a doctor, but no. Every brain has its natural inclination, that is what is naturally drawn to. And as humans, we need to move away from the idea that intelligence is just being intellectual, because intelligence comes in all different forms. Hello viewers, welcome to Words of Wisdom, and on this channel we discuss career, health and well-being, relationships, personal growth, work-life balance, and self-care. Every week I release a new video, and you might want to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So today I've got a piece of advice for those of you trying and finding it hard to choose a career path, especially if you are 30 years and above. So to start with, choosing a career path isn't just about the financial compensation or the financial gains, but it's also about the job satisfaction. Intelligence could be genetic, that is, we could be born with it, and it could come from our way back experience with our teachers, our parents, the environment we live in, and those that we know while growing up. This brings me to the theory of multiple intelligences. Number 1 is the naturalistic intelligence. The people in this category, they are highly sensitive to nature. They have the ability to relate well with nature. This rock formation, climate, cloud, the birds, animals, everything that has to do with nature. And people that have high skills in this area tend to be zoologists, geologists, biologists, and those of them that work in the environment tend to be gardeners, farmers, botanists, and lots more. Another form of intelligence is the musical intelligence. And the people in this category are able to discern pitches, tones, and rhythms. And that is why you see some children around the house humming or drumming, usually professional musicians, conductors, composers, and lots more. The third form of intelligence is the logical mathematical intelligence, and this is one of the intelligences that is supported by our school system, because it has to do with IQ tests. It has to do with numbers. People in this category, they are very good with numbers. They are very good at solving problems. In fact, they could even come up with hypotheses. So they tend to be great mathematicians, scientists, and some other careers. The fourth form of intelligence is the existential intelligence. This has to do with the big questions of life, like why do we exist? Why are we here? And who is God? So there is a great connection between big life questions and spirituality. And people that falls into this category tend to be philosophers, spiritual leaders, and theologians. The next form of intelligence is the interpersonal intelligence. It has to do with communication, both verbally and non-verbally. Tend to be great communicators, and then they are well able to connect with others, what others are thinking. The people in this category are very good at picking on other people's skills, such as facial expression, body languages, and so on. And they tend to be psychologists, counselors, actors, salespeople, and politicians. And the next is bodily kinesthetic intelligence, and this has to do with the ability to move the body, to maneuver the body, but not just body, but also objects. They are able to move their body, maneuver their body, and also objects. And we have some of them that are good at using their hands, so they are known as craftsmen, professional dancers, and so on. We have the linguistic verbal intelligence, which is also supported by our school system, and this has to do with what? Language. These people are great at grammar, at vocabulary. They are great at written and spoken words. They are professional writers, journalists, novelists, and so on. And then number 8, we have the intrapersonal intelligence, that is the ability to tune into yourself with introspection. These people tend to be great at their own emotional state, their thoughts, their reactions to things. The people in this category, they love journaling every day. They're usually spiritual leaders, spiritual teachers, leaders, and a great example is Eckhart Tolle, especially in his book, The Power of Now. The last but not the least is the visual spatial intelligence, which has to do with understanding patterns in 2 and 3 dimensional space. People in this category tend to be good at manipulating objects in their minds. For instance, what will the left side of a hand glove be if it is being turned inside? People that have high skill in this area are usually architects, artists, sculptors, engineers, and so on. Having discussed the 9 forms of intelligences, all you need to do is to sit back to reflect which one are you good at? What is your hobby? What do you like doing? Because the key in life is knowing what makes you different and your natural inclination, that is what you are naturally drawn to. That is the power of self-awareness. You must be able to understand yourself, to know what you love doing, what you enjoy doing, and by the time you connect with what you love doing, you will see that we go far. So out of all these intelligences, which one resonates with you? Let me know in the comment section and I will see you later.